Hey everyone, good to see ya. Sorry I was absent last week, spring break. Wanted to spend some time with my kiddos. I got to do a very amazing thing with Kim Halen from The Unbridled Guru. I was able to take my daughter Lena out to Kim's little ranch and we did some equine coaching and it was amazing. I cannot tell you how beautiful of an experience it was. So I just wanted to share that with you because if you are in the Low Country area and you would like to have an amazing experience with horses and a beautiful, intuitive, intelligent woman to help guide you through any kind of emotional challenges you might be having, or even what was so great for me was that I got to learn even a little bit more about how to be a good parent. How just like we needed to allow the horses to get used to us, just like we needed to allow the horses to trust us, that we need to do that as adults with children too. And so it was a magical, magical experience. And again, that's Kim Halen, The Unbridled Guru, and you can find her online and on social media. So hey, I'm Jen from Peaceful Living Wellness. Welcome, welcome. If I have not seen you or talked to you before, it's great to have you here. And we are getting serious the next few weeks, and we are going to be talking about really getting real about mindset. I think that is actually what the theme of 2018 is turning out to be for Peaceful Living Wellness. Finding your inner power, finding your inner strength through mindset. So that seems to be taking on a great life in the Empowered Through Peace Facebook community. It's taking on a great life in my business and my personal life. And I'm going to be vlogging and blogging about it for the next month. So I hope you will tune in for that. And on the blog, I have been getting some questions about, Jen, you talk about your blog all the time on your vlog. Just to let you know, you can have the blog in your inbox every Thursday, the day after the vlog. If you just go to peacefullivingwellness.com/blog, or actually anywhere on peacefullivingwellness.com where it says 5 free tips for peaceful living, and you just subscribe to the newsletter. I don't spam. I don't send a lot of salesy kind of stuff. It's really just the blog and announcements about any retreats, workshops, that kind of stuff I have going on. Oh, that reminds me, I have one more little commercial. I met with another dear friend and colleague, Sonoma Castalis, who is an incredibly spiritual leader, an empath. She's a Reiki master and a massage therapist, a body worker. She's amazing. She also is somebody who uses a lot of ritual in her spiritual life. And so we are going to be doing a workshop online here on Facebook Live on ritual and how to use ritual to enhance your life. So I'm going to be talking about ritual from the standpoint of self-nurture and how to use ritual to just nurture yourself into a place of peaceful living. And she's going to be talking about ritual in terms of how to use ritual throughout your daily life to make your daily life more magical. Now, it will have a little bit of a spiritual bent, but not a super deep spiritual path. So keep tuned for that because we have not set the date yet, but I'm very excited for it. And we will be going live. Actually, I think it's going to be in the Empowered Through Peace Facebook community, not here on Peaceful Living Wellness Facebook page. So if you are not a member of the community, join the community. Just find it on Facebook, Empowered Through Peace. It's free and it is just a place to be supported and find inspiration. Okay, enough commercials, sorry. So, mindset. What exactly is mindset? Mindset is basically how you think about things. And I've been doing so much reading lately that I am just super, super inspired. And I realize that even though I'm somebody who I've always thought I have a really good mindset, that there are ways that I can be more powerful, more inspired, more successful, and just have an even more thriving business and thriving life. So whether we're talking about people who are successful, Jack Canfield, The Success Principles, I'm delving into this with an amazing book group with the women entrepreneurs of Charleston, Great group. If you're in Charleston and have not joined and you're a woman entrepreneur, definitely join We of C. Find them online. The Success Principles, Jack Canfield, he talks about how mindset is so important for people who are successful in life. And he's not talking about just people who are successful in their businesses. He's talking about people who are successful in their careers, that they're successful parents. They're just successful at living. And he reminds us that we need to take 100% responsibility for our own mindset. To Jen Sincero, okay, she's freaking hilarious. She is so funny. And she talks about how mindset helps us to be badasses at making money. How mindset can help us to really become monetarily wealthy. And how that allows us to have a lot of freedom in our lives. And don't get me wrong, she does not leave out the point about that when we become monetarily wealthy, that we also have the freedom to give back. So my husband and I were doing the first set of exercises in her book, and one of the things was, why do you want more money? And for both of us, it was so important so that if we have more money coming in from our businesses, then we can write those big fat checks to the charities that we love. And that is so important because the more you give, the more you get back, and vice versa. So that is actually also Karma Yoga. And then also Women Rocking Business. I love this woman. I'm hoping to hire her or one of her coaches as a business coach. And again, she's all about mindset and how mindset can help you to have a thriving business. Even if your business is a heart-centered business like mine. A lot of people have told me over the years, Jen, that's what you do is great, but you're not going to make much money for it. People aren't going to pay a lot of money for it. But what I have found is that it's not about having people pay a lot of money. It's about having a lot of people pay a little money. And that's more important to me. And again, mindset, how I changed my mind and how I fought back with my heart against those people who were telling me, oh, that's not a good business for you to be in. So again, mindset is about how we react, how we act. Maybe I should turn that around, how we act and how we react. So I have been around a lot of people in my life who they're just kind of on automatic pilot and they're just going through life and complaining and whining and bitching and moaning, and I have been one of them. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody that I'm not pointing at myself. And that's why I can talk about how powerful mindset is, because here's what I think, and this is what I cover in depth in the blog. And I've really talked to a lot of people about this, and people are like, yeah, you're right on, Jen. So life can be challenging. Some of us have more challenges than others. I have had a lot of challenges in my life. And you can read my blogs or whatever and to find out about all that. I'm not going to bore you with that right now. But what I can say is that what makes a difference for when we undergo challenges, what makes a difference for how we end up being healthy, how we end up being happier in our lives, is how we react to those challenges. So somebody told me the other day that she just is like negative to her core. And I'm just thinking, man, that must be a terrible way to live. And I really like this woman. She's really a cool person, but she's her own worst enemy, that she doesn't give herself a chance. She doesn't have it in her mind that she can be positive. So here is the threefold path. It's like yoga, the eightfold path, or Buddhism, the eightfold path. Spiritual number 8. Anyway, tangent. So for me, it's threefold path for mindset. When you go through challenges, and this is where I'm going to get tough with you, you can decide if you are going to be 100% responsible for your reactions. You don't have to say, I'm 100% responsible for what has happened in life. You lost a dear loved one. You're not 100% responsible for that. You lost your house and your business like we did back in the crash of 2008. We don't accept a lot of responsibility for what was going on in Wall Street. Sorry, trouble getting that out. But what we do accept responsibility for is our reaction to it. Are we going to be cynical and bitter? Are we going to complain? Or are we going to pick ourselves up and move forward? And that's what we had to do. And it was hard. And we didn't do it at first. We were cynical and bitter and we complained a lot. But then we had to get over ourselves. So those are your 3 choices. Are you going to let life's challenges make you bitter and cynical? Are you going to spend your life complaining about everything that's happened to you? Are you going to spend your life complaining about how you feel, how tired you are, how exhausting life is, how the people out on the road are driving crazy, the HOA is just, they're such horrible people, and how the builders, they do such a terrible job. You can tell I've been on our community Facebook page because really, y'all, that is where a lot of this manifests. A lot of it manifests in social media. And so I know people are just cranky. So what's the other path you can take? Well, the other path you can take is to grow stronger from the challenges. The other path you can take is to say, I'm a better person than that. I don't need to complain all the time. I don't need to get up in people's faces. I don't need to give people a piece of my mind. I've heard that a lot. I think I said that with a Southern accent, but it's really not the Southerners who do that. Sorry, love you all from New York and New Jersey, but that's a little bit you guys. You don't have to give people a piece of your mind. What you can do is communicate mindfully if you need to. What you can do is say, I'm not going to let this little thing ruin the rest of my day. You can say, you know what? Stuff happens, and I'm going to dwell on the things I'm grateful for. I'm going to dwell on the things that are positive in my life and not dwell on those things that are negative. And then finally, you can take control and do something about it if it's something that you can change. But you have to figure out, is it something I have control over or is it something I don't have control over? So last example, I get frustrated to no end with the middle school because, as you guys know, if you've looked at my other videos, read any of my blogs, I have a child with a brain on fire. It's not her fault. She was born that way. But people in the schools, they don't get that. They think that you just have to yell at kids. You have to tell them, well, you're going to get a minor referral, or if you do that again, I'm giving you a major, and you're all losing your team time. I mean, it's obnoxious. Honestly, it's obnoxious. So yeah, I could go on and on about that and about how obnoxious it is. But instead, what I do is I talk kindly and mindfully to the teachers, to the administrators. I don't yell at them. I don't snap at them. Even if I'm emailing and I'm concerned that my tone might come off a little too harsh, I will say, and please know that I'm saying this with the gentlest of tones. And I give compliments and let them know how much I appreciate what they are doing. Believe me, back in the day, I would have been right there with my friends from New Jersey, giving people a piece of my mind. And my dad's from New Jersey. I was raised that way, right? So again, I'm not pointing any fingers that I'm not pointing at myself. But I can't live like that anymore. And I want to offer this to you, that you don't have to live like that anymore either. So think about mindset matters. Now, next week, we're going to be talking about busy. That busy is not productive, and busy is actually counterproductive. And we're going to be talking about how your mindset about how busy you are in life can really make a difference for your health. So you might be sitting here going, Jen, you're preaching to the choir. I am all about positive mindset. And I love that. But I'm wondering, do you know of anybody who could be helped by this vlog or blog? And if so, please share. Again, I am all about building community. I am all about giving support. And not just me giving support, but others giving support. So if you're in the Empowered Through Peace community, reach out to others. Go ahead and tell people, this is what I'm struggling with. Just because you say you're struggling with something doesn't mean that you have a bad mindset. It means that you're taking control and you're doing something and reaching out for help and saying, hey, is anybody out there who can help me with this? And that's what community is for. Community in general, community in the Empowered Through Peace community on Facebook if you'd like to be there. Okay, think about that. Think about your mindset and have a beautiful rest of your day. I will see you next week to talk about the non-busy way of getting things done. All right. May the light within me honor and bless the light within you. Namaste.